Hello and welcome back to another episode of
Tube
Talk. Tube Talk.
Your host
Albert Bosma.
and the questions presented by
Sophie Bosma. That was some good teamwork right there. So, let's talk about horses.
You want to talk about Deadpool 2, the movie?
What?
I saw Deadpool 2, the movie this week, and it was hilarious. So funny. I recommend anyone to go and see it, but see Deadpool 1 first.
Thank you very much for that movie critic of the week. Next week, Solo. It's a new segment we're starting up.
Yeah.
Movie
In the
reviews
middle
with
of
Albert.
winter. Yeah. Winter movies.
However,
Let's
we
talk-
do need to talk about horses. We'll start off with saying, "Hey Albert, how did that sizzling filly go last week after we talked about it?"
Very popular, Sophie. Funny you should ask. So, yeah, she's 15% left in it.
Woohoo!
Been stacked up really quickly. So apparently she's got some really interesting pedigree stuff going on both sides of her pedigree you don't see very often, and people that know horses have jumped in. So yeah, 15% left. If anybody would like, look, there she is there.
Wait, let me focus
This
it on
isn't,
it.
this isn't pushing marketing. What are you doing to my phone?
I just focused it on the screen instead of your face.
Oh, okay.
And now
That's right.
focus it back onto your face. There you go.
So there she is there. That's not pushy marketing, is it? Look, lovely filly. So anyway,
She's
yeah.
just chilling back there.
She's chilling back. So she has arrived in New Zealand. She's
Woohoo!
arrived in New Zealand and is being broken in now. So very happy with her. Hot cross bun. Sizzling and a great cross. Hot cross bun. So yeah, 15% left if anyone's interested.
Also, we had a chock-a-block week last week, so we've got a few horses to talk about from that. Starting with Elusive Boxers, who ran third.
Yeah, it was a surprising run because we thought the track would be too wet for her and, and things, and we sort of just expected her to go a race to prepare her for her next start. But she went really well. She loomed up on the turn and looked like she was going to win and fought really well down the home straight. Probably what might have stopped her might have been just the heavy nature of the track, but also I think the jockey was on it for the first time, and next time he'd get rolling earlier because she can maintain. She doesn't have a real quick turn of foot, but she maintains a long sprint, so he'd probably get going on it earlier. But pretty happy with her, and she should be very hard to beat the next start.
And we had, we had Raposa Repeater, who ran fifth, who was our bet of the week.
I know.
Killing our 5-week streak.
And what did you say to me?
I said to you, Albert, do you really want to make bet of the week your own horse? And you said, yes, Sophie, I do. Trust me.
Yeah. So he ran fifth. It wasn't a bad run. I just wonder if he's looking for 1,400 metres now, because he was there, but he was just pushed to be there the whole way, and he finished off well, and he looked like he was going to get there, and then he didn't. And I just wonder if he's looking for 1,400 metres, and that's why after his fresh up run was so good. And maybe it possibly could be a bit left-handed, but anyway, he will go left-handed 1,400 on the 7th of July at Te Rapa. And I think that's exactly what he's looking for.
And we also had Brahma Rama, who ran, and with no luck,
Yes.
came sixth.
Yeah, and I want to talk about, I wouldn't normally talk about a horse that ran sixth, but he jumped and he got wiped out at the 1,300, pushed back. He was 4 wide in last place, covering the earth for most of the race, but he ran home really, really well for sixth. Like, he made up a lot of ground. And if he'd been able to get to midfield and just get a posse, I think he would have been winning the race and going close. So I've made wanted to make a special mention of him because I think it was a very good run. He's gone out for a couple of weeks because we don't really want to run him on the very heavy tracks. We want to wait for the tracks just to be a bit slow and dead, sort of August, September, October. But I just wanted to mention him, give him a special mention.
And we
How many times did I say special mention just then? About 9?
I'm not sure. I zoned out a little bit.
Okay, good.
Moving on. We also had Chariots of Fire, who ran fifth after, was it a year-long
Yeah.
break?
Yeah, away from the track for over a year. So, well, no, not over a year, but for a long time. Really happy with his run. He fought well to the line, was coming back again at the finish. To run fifth after a big long break was super. He was only carrying 51.5, but he's come back well. His next run he'll probably still need, but he should be ready to win third up.
And our final horse we'll talk about from last week is Billy Mojo, who had a good run.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
Singapore.
And I wanted to talk about him too because he has been off for more than a year. He's been off the track for well over a year with injury, and he came back. And while he ran about ninth. Actually really happy with the run. He jumped, he was happy to be there, put himself there, looked to improve in the straight, and he just got tired late. He was, I think, 31 kilos more than his last start, which just shows he's still a bit fat and inside and he needs the racing to get fit. But he wasn't beaten far. It was a really good return from him. I was really, really happy. And again, he'll need his next run, but I expect third up. He'll drop in weight a little bit now, and I expect third up he will be a really good chance. I was wrapped with him. So really pleased to see these horses have been off for a long time come back so well.
Mm-hmm. And this week, we have only got one runner to talk about. Crazy.
I know.
I can't remember the last time we've only had one runner to talk about.
Wet tracks, middle of winter, sort of getting fewer and fewer horses to handle them. Although in a couple of weeks' time we'll have a few runners on the 7th.
It is good for me though, because it means I don't have to write out an entire page's worth of notes. The one positive. Let's talk about it. We have got Black Pearl running at Riccarton on Saturday in the rating 65, and Go Racing is sponsoring the race.
We are.
Ooh.
We are sponsoring the race. It's the last race at Riccarton. Great to... Oh, I'm back.
You're back.
It's okay, I'm here. No one panic.
No one panic. We are all good. Continue on, sorry.
We're sponsoring the race. Great to support Riccarton. Last race, she's lightly raced, Savabeel Mare, and she's won a race. And she does the magic of movie world. I'm back.
We had some technical difficulties, as you saw.
Technical issues. There were people pulling plugs, screaming, running around. Makeup was going nuts. They were doing my face again. But anyway, we're back. Black Pearl. Lightly raced. Winning Savabeel Mare, but very headstrong and difficult. So we've changed stables with her just to put her in a quieter environment, and also looking to get a couple of wins out of her as we may be looking to sell her at the end of the season as a broodmare prospect. So Senator Andrew, who's got a small stable, and he does a great job with them, and she's been very happy down there and worked well this week. Problem, barrier 1 in the last race on a heavy 11 track is the worst possible draw you could have, particularly for a mare like her that likes a lot of space. So we're probably going to be very positive out of the barriers and try and have a handy rather than go back and have to come through them. But not the ideal kick-off point for her because of the barrier draw, but she will run, and I'm sure she will improve for it. She's certainly fit enough to be in the finish. Can be a difficult mare, doesn't necessarily like the whip, so we may just have to look at hands and heels on her. So that's Black Pearl for Saturday.
And now moving on to Bet of the Week.
Bet of the Week.
We've lost it again. The tune's gone.
We have to start again. We've got to start our run.
Good thinking. New, fresh, winning. Hooray. So, semi-new segment, / non-new segment. However, first time we've done this, I'm pretty sure, we're doing a Quinella.
We are doing Quinella.
We are doing, drumroll please, Under the Moonlight and New York Minute, who are running at Tauranga in race 7.
Hard to split the two of them. Under the Moonlight, very good winter horse. So is New York Minute. There's a cut. Tom Alila's in there, who's got great form, good winter horse, and so is Dells and Heels. But I just think Under the Moonlight and New York Minute are just superior wet trackers. So if we Quinella them, we might get $3.50 or $4. So that's our Quinella. I think they'll be very, very hard to beat, and we'll fight out the race. But I also have a value bet.
We do have a value bet, which is Grand Rio, running at Tauranga in race 3.
Yes, Grand Rio. He's a small horse, but he loves it wet and he's really tough. He's 4th up over a mile, which I think is his best distance. And I think he's probably going to be $8, $9, $10, something like that. And I think he is worth an each-way bet because he'll love it wet at Tauranga. That's it.
And that is
Tube Talk for another week.
For another week.
Thank you, Sophie, and we'll talk next week.